Roseman's making moves, baby. Howie Roseman is making moves. Where the hell's my head? Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes.
I'm a grown-ass man. See, I'm a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man.
Hey everybody, King Dingbat here. I'm in my garage with a cigar. It's only a candy cigar because my wife won't let me smoke one after I put that big fat head up in our bedroom.
Let's get rid of that. At this point, I'd be happy for Dak to be playing for somebody else. And my team stinks. I agree. Stinks.
They laugh about us. We're a disgrace. We suck.
I am now Philly 500's bitch.
Dallas still stinks. You're right the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you guys are doing well. You know, my wife always says, I'm brainless. I'm brainless, and look at me now. I'm brainless. I love it. See, that's the invisible half-brain pause, right? Because I forgot to switch hats before I use the green screen. This is probably why I can't do a green screen long-term for every video, because most of my stuff is green, being it's the Eagles, and of course, it's invisible on a green screen. So, fortunately, I have another hat here with me, but I forgot to put this one down before I did my my video. So, right now, see that? Look, invisible. Woo, flying all around, look, flying. All invisible, flying right up Mark Holmes' ass. And then guess what? Michael Anthony wears a fitness. Go pull it out. Anyways, let's get a hat on and let's get busy like Mr. Rogers. Now, before we start, I gotta say, don't forget, Philly 500 Dingbat Nation has invaded TikTok. We are taking TikTok over, mother humpers. TikTok, mother humpers. We're putting exclusive content there. Of course, it's got to be like a minute because you have to talk really fast over there. You can't get everything out. You got to say it. It's not like YouTube. But it's fun. I'm going to have fun. It's going to be a little different. But click the link in the description and definitely join. We've had a lot of people join already. We are growing. We are going to give them something that they never seen before. Now, speaking of something we've never seen before, we've never seen the Eagles go out and get us a cornerback for this upcoming year, because that's what we need. We need a starting corners, and the Eagles, they did make a trade today. Now I'm gonna grab my computer here so I can sound like I'm working for like WJLA in Philly Dingbat Nation. Yes, and we can be all proper and hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we've had some Eagles breaking news. The Eagles traded for a cornerback. Eagles traded for a cornerback. Jaguars cornerback Josiah Scott was traded to the Eagles today in exchange for Jamison Houston and a 2023 sixth-round pick. So the Eagles, a team who we thought were in love with sixth-round picks, they traded one of them away in 2023. I mean, remember the draft? They had like 4 sixth-round picks. What do you need 4 sixth-round picks for? But the Eagles, they trade a sixth-round pick. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know a lot about Josiah Scott. I will say this. I heard he's a good tackler. I heard he can be aggressive. Guy's got some talent. And I think when you look at this move, this is all about Jonathan Gannon. Can Jonathan Gannon develop some of these young defensive backs? So here's what it says about Scott. Scott was a 4th-round pick, number 137 overall by the Jags in the 2020 draft. He played only 80 defensive snaps, only 80, 0 special team snaps as a rookie, and according to Pro Football Reference, Scott was targeted 7 times, allowed 6 receptions for 77 yards. So out of 7 times targeted, he allowed 6 catches, 77 yards, 112 and a half passer rating. Small sample size, you can't put a lot into it. But people compare him at 5'9", 185 to Avonte Maddox. That's what they say he looks like. He reminds me. He's clearly a slot corner. This is a guy that it's going to be interesting to see if the Eagles can develop. So far, what we've seen from Howie and Howie Vision is basically he's bringing in a lot of young defensive backs, with McPherson. And then you go out and you get the kid, what is his name, Metters, right? Now you bring in Scott. These are young guys who may have some upside that need to be developed. That's where Jonathan Gannon comes in. That's what he's there for. And we're going to see if he can do it. When you look at the Eagles' defensive back situation right now, right, you have, let's go through some of these names. You got Darius Slay, of course. We all know Darius Slay, stud. And then you have Avonte Maddox. And then really you have, we remember Craig James, Michael Jacquet, Lavert Hill. I'm not sure I remember him. Kevon Seymour, Shaquille Taylor, Graylin Arnold. A lot of us thought highly of Graylin Arnold. It'll be interesting to see what he can. Now you add Scott to the mix. My feelings are this. The Eagles are not done. They're not done at defensive back. I still expect them to go out and sign a starting defensive back before it's all said and done. I expect them to go out and do. No matter if it's a guy like Steven Nelson or a Gary Conley or somebody like that, I expect the Eagles to eventually go out and get one of these guys. You got to remember, we got post-June 1st cuts will kick in after June 1st. So you got Alshon Jeffrey, his money's coming off the books. Malik Jackson, their money is going to be able to go towards our cap space after June, which will give us some freedom to go ahead and maybe get a guy like Nelson or Conley or somebody like that. Somebody that they could bring in and plug in right away. I think Avonte Maddox is a slot receiver. I think Scott will back him up, and hopefully we can develop one of these young guys. But when it comes in terms of starter, I still think the Eagles are going to go out and make another move. I think we got to remember 2017. The Eagles were able to make moves in June to help contribute to the team winning the Super Bowl. So you can find guys out there in June that can come in, that can contribute, that can be a big impact on this team. Don't forget, remember LeGarrette Blount. LeGarrette Blount was signed in June, and look at the impact it made. So there are guys out there, there are situations out there. We just got to be patient. But what they're clearly doing before we go and we get a guy that we're going to put in as that starter, they're clearly working on their depth, and they're looking for young guys that Jonathan Gannon can develop. I have no problem with this move. I'm fine with it. Now, whether this kid is a player or not, I don't know. I have to see him play. I don't know a lot about him. He is small. But they say he's very much like Avonte Maddox, which to me says slot corner. So that's where that's probably where he's going to play. But hey, look, Eagles making moves. Howie Vision is in full effect. The other thing the Eagles did is they brought back Casey Tucker. Casey Tucker comes back, and let me grab this because I can't remember if it was 3 or 4 times that he's been back with the Eagles. Let me see here. Yeah, Tucker, 4th time he has been back with the Eagles. His 4th stint with the Eagles. Casey Tucker, just another body for camp. I can't even see him making the team. However, they bring him back for a 4th stint. And it makes you wonder, when you bring a guy back like 3, 4 times, how much do you really like him? And is the only reason you're bringing him in is because he has some familiarity with the rest of the organization or something? Because I don't know. To me, it's like a whatever move, probably a camp body, no question about it. But the Eagles, they're kind of starting to make some moves. There's some depth moves being made, and I love it. I love it. I love you. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see how this team plays out. But I'm telling you right now, I expect 2 moves some point in June. And I'm not saying that they're going to be big money or the biggest names, but I do think some things are going to happen. I think you can get a starting corner for a reasonable salary. I think the Zach Ertz situation is still hanging over our head. I expect him to be moved at some point in time. We all heard the reports. He is not showing up for any off-season workouts. He is not. He is ready to go. So that is going to happen. So the situation with the Eagles right now, they're getting better with adding some depth at defensive back. Still waiting on that move at corner, and there's still some moves to be made. Howie Vision in full effect. Let's see what happens, especially as we move into June. What do you guys think about this trade? Let me know. Sorry this video's out a little late. I was not home, just got back a little while ago, so I did this as soon as I possibly could. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Now, when I think of corners, and I think of the Eagles' greatest cornerbacks that I've ever seen, there's one guy. There is one guy I think of. Dun, dun, dun. Eric Allen, Mother Humpers. Greatest Eagles corner ever to play. Loved him. I loved him. Well, who's texting? Mark Holmes is texting me. You know what? That reminds me. Mark Holmes. Mark Holmes is doing videos about me. I am getting calls from the IRS because they now think the Mark Holmes channel is a Philly 500 front. They think I'm setting up fronts on YouTube, various other teams to do Dingbat Nation work. They think it's a front and they want to tax me on it. Mark Holmes has me on so much. Now he's doing videos and he's crying. He's crying about Philly 500 stood me up. He stood me up, and Michael Anthony needs a new pillow. And, you know, I ain't stand him up. He's welcome to come on the channel anytime. Yes, last Saturday I had to cancel because I had 9.5 hours. 9.5 hours of editing to do. And then, you know, what was it? On Sunday, this past Sunday, he was supposed to go on. I was out from 8 o'clock to 8 p.m. shopping. You don't mess with a wife when she wants to shop. She will double moonwalk that ass. And we had to get bedroom furniture. So I couldn't do it. Now, I texted the guy last night. I said, Mark Holmes, I'm coming for your meats. You know what I mean? I said, I ain't staying up. You're welcome. Why don't you come on today? Why don't you come on Tuesday? We'll do it. He didn't say nothing. No response. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to challenge Mark Holmes. And I got to tell you this. I think he set me up for bustle. I think he set me up for something. He wants to come on the channel really, really bad. And I want him to come on. But I think he set me up for something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what he has planned on his channel, but I feel like he's setting me up for something. Maybe he needs more film of me. You know what I mean? But I think he set me up for something. I feel like I'm about to walk into a buzzsaw. But nonetheless, Mark Holmes, and everybody get this to him. The Moses of YouTube has said, he shall set you free. Thursday, Mark Holmes, 5:30 Eastern. Or we could do it earlier. Just reach out to me. But Thursday, you come on this channel. The invitation is out there for the world to see. Well, the question is, will Mark Holmes show up? Or is he just another front for Dingbat Nation?